Okay, so we've finally got these measurements sorted out as best they can be, and so now it'd be a really simple process to put the walls in, but I want to get the walls to look basically the way I'm going to have them in the end on the finished drawing. So before I draw the walls, I'll put those settings in. So just clicking on the wall button, I'm going to start with a very basic wall type, generic 300mm wall. Because I'm assuming it's double brick, but then you've got render, and that'll take it to about 300mm with about 13mm render either side, so that's close enough to 300. So then in type properties, I'm going to go and duplicate this wall, and I'm going to call it existing 300mm. Okay, so this is the most important thing. I'm going to set a coarse scale fill color. And this is something that everyone misses at first. I know I did when I first started using the program. I kept going into edit the structure to change the material. And you can see here it's white. That's because it's using this finish material. Now, I'm not sure what material I'm going to have on the surface of these walls, so I'm going to leave finish for now. And we know that's got a white solid fill. But you might have noticed when you go to draw these walls that they'll have a grey solid fill. So I don't know if you've wondered why, but it's all to do with the fact that you have a coarse material as well as the fine and medium material. So they're two separate settings. And so here I can just change this coarse scale fill color to black. And that means as long as I set or leave this view set to coarse, which I'll do, I'll just... Yes, absolutely, yep. Because otherwise it's going to change the original wall type and you don't want that. So now, I'll just show you if you've missed or haven't seen that setting before. It's in your view. You've got coarse, medium and fine. So that determines whether it uses that coarse material in the wall. And all your system families are the same. Floors, roof, ceiling, they all have a coarse material. Now, sorry, I didn't set my justification there, so I'll just change that to finish face interior. And then make sure I draw clockwise, following these reference planes. Now, notice I haven't set the height yet, but I'm going to come back and adjust that in 3D so that I can see the different level changes I make to my walls. So I'm simply going to follow around the reference planes roughly to get these walls set up for the ground floor, and then we'll take care of the height separately. So this one... What have I done there? Oh, now, okay, I'm going to have to adjust that reference plane. So that's 4700, that should have been 5 metres, but everything else there is okay. So coming down here, I might stop it there and then I'll pick it up again over on the right-hand side and just, again, continue that around clockwise. And I made a really stupid mistake there. I put this wall here onto the lower reference plane. It should have been onto the... Oh, no, that's okay. Sorry, that is right. Yep, that's right. Sorry. And then this wall here is... What is it? 1100. Oh, yep, sure. Sure. Yep. Yep. Okay, so it's a bit hard to read these measurements. What I might do actually is just go to the one with the image and trace those walls that you've got an angle off that. So at the wrong angles.
No, when I finish it, like one wall goes invisible. Rather than
It shouldn't go invisible.
like, oh, I know it was. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. There you are. Okay, so you can see here, I've got to make some adjustments, but it's fairly easy. As long as you've drawn things connected in the right way, it's fairly easy to nudge those walls around and adjust them. So using the image as a reference there is fine, as long as you've got the main measurements set up with the reference plane so that you're using figured dimensions, not scaled measurements. So you can see here the back wall ends up being a bit off. Maybe I'll adjust that now because I know that I did need to change that to be 5,000. Yeah, it's very difficult to get those figured dimensions to line up with this plan. But it's something you want to just keep track of as you put in your modelled elements. There we go. So that should do for a basic setup for the walls. So I've really just got the external walls there. And so I'll just put that into the, make that the first video for the walls, and I'll do another one for the heights.